from Crafty Kendra, and today I'm going to show you how to make this scrapbook page, and it says happy birthday Cupcake. And let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is take this is our scrapbook page base, and it's a 6" by 6" piece of pumpkin pie. And right here I have a 2.5 by 5 5/8 piece of Pear Pizzazz. And what I did is I took my 1 3/8 circle punch and I evenly spaced and punched 3 circles. And what you do is you line it up on the right side of your page where you want it, and you take your pencil and you trace the top 2 circles so you get a light pencil line. Then what you're going to do is remove your Pear Pizzazz piece, go over those circles with your embossing buddy. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this happy birthday stamp, and it's from the Hostess set Afterthoughts. And we're going to take our Versa pad, and I've already gone ahead and stamped the greeting using my Stampin' Up onto a piece of vellum cardstock. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to just ink up the word happy. And if you have a Versa marker, it would be best to use that. But I don't have one handy right now, so we're going to use the ink pad. And what you're going to do is you're going to take and line up happy so it's inside that circle, and you want happy to be center inside the circle. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your Stampin' Up and line it up so that the vellum is in the crook of that Stampin' Up. Remove the piece of vellum. Take your stamp and stamp straight down. Pull straight up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring in your powder pal tray and pour white embossing powder over that happy. Remove any excess. Gonna get out my little cutting board here, and we're gonna emboss this real quick. See it changing color there? Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our happy birthday stamp again, and we're going to clean it off with a baby wipe really well. And we're actually going to let it dry, and we'll come back and we'll do the other part. Next thing we're going to do is take a scrap piece of soft suede cardstock and using the Creat Cupcake stamp set, which is in the Occasions Mini right now, we're going to take this cupcake wrapper, and it's the one with the dots, and we're going to take our soft suede ink pad inking up our stamp. We're just gonna stamp it down. Then we're gonna take the coordinating punch, which is a Build a Cupcake punch, and we're going to punch out the cupcake bottom. There we go. Set our soft suede aside. Then we're going to take a scrapped piece of Whisper White and our Baja Breeze ink pad. And And this time we're going to ink up the top of the cupcake. All right, and just in case it doesn't stamp full, I'm going to bring my Stampin' Majig here, and I'm going to stamp down with my cupcake topper, and then I'm going to pull that Stampin' Majig here right into the crook where the clear block already is, lift straight up with my stamp, ink up my stamp again, and put it back in the crook and stamp straight down. That way it gets it perfectly lined up, and I make sure that I get a really nice even coat. Close up my ink pad. Take my Build a Cupcake punch again. Gonna center it around the top of that cupcake and punch out. Set that aside. And now with the top of my cupcake, I'm going to take my 2-way glue pen and run a little glue around there. And then I'm going to take my scrap piece of Whisper White again and stick it underneath. I'm going to take a little bit of glitter and put it over that. Remove the excess. So then it looks like our cupcake has some glittery icing. Now I'm going to take my little cupcake pieces and set those aside. I'm going to come back to that scrapbook page where we were embossing. Our stamp has had enough time to dry. I'm going to take that scrap piece of soft suede and I'm going to hold it to where it covers up the happy on the stamp. And then I'm going to take my ink pad again and I'm going to ink up just the birthday. And again, if you have the Versa marker, you won't have to do this and you can just color it in with the Versa marker. Remove the paper and then we only have the birthday inked up. Again, we're going to center the birthday on our vellum piece in the center of the middle of the bottom circle that we have drawn. Get it where we want it. Then we're going to use our Stampin' Majig. Line it up in the crook with that vellum, remove the vellum, and stamp our happy birthday straight down. Then we're going to bring our white embossing powder back again. Okay, then using the little brush, we're just going to remove any excess. All right. Bringing my little cutting board up here again, we're going to take the heat tool and we're going to heat up the birthday. Set that aside to cool for a second. Here I have a piece of Baja Breeze cardstock, and this piece of cardstock measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our snail runner and run some snail along the back side. And we're going to place it onto a 3.5 by 4.5 piece of soft suede. We're just going to center it in there. Alright, and then on the back of this piece of soft suede, I've already put 5 dimensionals, and we're just going to take off the backers. We're going to take our pear pizzazz piece that has the circle cutouts, and we're going to take our scrapbook page, and we're going to line it up and make sure, because sometimes you don't get those circles perfect. You want to make sure that you have them in the right place. Find out which side is the top. And there we go. Then you're going to want to take it and flip it over. Put snail on it. And then keeping it so you know which side is where it needs to be, you're going to just go through and erase those pencil lines. Brush them out of the way. Take your pear pizzazz piece and line it up on your paper. And press it down. Now you're going to take your soft suede piece and you're going to put it towards the left side, and it'll go over your pear pizzazz piece just a little. Alright. Now we're going to take our little pieces that make our cupcake, and we're going to take 2 Stampin' Up dimensionals. I'm going to put one on the back of the cupcake top and one on the back of the cupcake bottom, and remove them. Going to take our cupcake top and we're going to center it into our bottom circle. Then we're going to take our cupcake bottom and put it so it just covers the bottom of that cupcake topper. Now we're going to take some silver brads, 2 to be exact, and our paper piercer, along with our matte pack, hard surface on the bottom, then our foam. We're just going to take and we're going to poke 2 holes towards the bottom left underneath our photo mat, and we're going to pop our brads in. And then open them up, making sure that your prongs don't poke through. And there you go. A quick, simple, and easy scrapbook page for a cute little birthday party. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks.